first things first, we will start by making the cookie shapes. So here I have the eggless sugar cookie dough that we made in the last episode. I will link it up here and also in the description box below for you guys to refer. The first festive cookie design, which is very common, is the paisley designs. So I have this DIY cookie cutter here which I made from plastic bottle. Yes, you heard me right, and I have shared the tutorial for the same on our Instagram reels, the link for which can again be found in the description box below. This works exactly like any other store-bought cookie cutter. You can use this motif as it is, however I turned it into peacock cookies. The instructions are shared in the video, so do keep watching it till the very end. Next, let us make the diya cookies. For that, cut your cookie dough using a round cookie cutter, then cut out the sides using the edge of the cookie cutter to form an inverted V shape. Take the side that you cut out first and then place it on the center to form the diya shape. While baking, the two parts will stick to each other and become a diya cookie, so don't worry about that. And then for the elephant cookies, I used the store-bought cookie cutter. Now that our cookies are cut, baked and cooled, let us start icing them. Again, the recipe for this eggless royal icing has been shared before on the channel. I will link it up here and also in the description box below. Always remember to make a very small cut on your piping bag to flood the cookies. Do not be tempted to make a big cut because that would create a thick frosting on top of the cookies and it would be unpleasant to eat. To be precise, you can use Wilton nozzle number 2 for flooding the cookies. Start by making a border around the edges of the cookie, then fill it in. This process is known as flooding the cookies. Once the cookies are flooded, make use of a pointed sharpie thing like I'm using a cake tester, or a skewer will also work. Smoothen the top and also remove any air bubbles if there are. Then gently tap the cookies to flatten or smoothen the surface, and that's how you flood a cookie. If you wish to make use of two color, then this flame decoration for diya is the best example. And for making use of two distinct colors, then this peacock is the best example. The portion from the bend and above will be for the feathers on the head of the peacock. So start here to make the face, trace along to make a basic peacock structure with a beak. Then fill in the colors of choice. I used royal blue and green. Do not worry if the base coat disappears, we will redo it with gold color later on. So once flooded, allow the cookies to dry overnight uncovered. What I did is I laid it on a baking tray lined with parchment paper and then put it into the oven. Make sure the oven is turned off, of course, right? So the next day, once the base is dried completely, make designs on top. But before that, a cleaning hack for you, especially when you're working with lot of colors like we are doing today. Lay a paper on your worktop, so once you are done, you can simply throw the paper away, and that would reduce so much of your cleaning work. You can thank me later for this. Let me share two ways here. The first way is the easiest one. Take the cookie and lay a stencil on top, hold the stencil tightly, and then using a gold luster dust the top. Remove the stencil gently to reveal the beautiful design. My thoughts about this technique is that it creates a beautiful design provided you have the given amount of surface area. For example, if you see in the round cookies, the design looks so pretty, whereas it doesn't look that much appealing and exciting in the diya cookies. Another thing to note is that to hold the stencil really tight for a smooth look, and choose a design that has space in between for it to look neat and clear, or else everything will smudge like this rose shape. Otherwise, it is the easiest design to make, and in my opinion it looks pretty as well. Now for the mehndi designs, you can take inspiration from the internet. There are tons and tons of choices out there, so fill the cookies with any designs of choice. My tip for you guys here is that make a very tiny hole in the piping bag. Thinner designs looked so delicate and beautiful. If you wish to use nozzles here, then use Wilton nozzle number 1 for the designing on top. So now you understand how small the size of the piping, the hole on your piping bag should be. So this concept is same as the mehndi or henna cones that we used to make henna designs on our hands. By the way, I'm very sorry about my head popping in the video. I was so into creating the designs that I did not realize my head is blocking the view from the camera. Please excuse me for that. Okay, so continuing with the recipe, another thing that I want to point out is about uniformity. Like, look at these decorated elephants and peacocks. So uniform and neat, right? So it's like I have used the same design and hence everything looks even. The best part about using the same design is that you don't have to come up with new designs again and again, and also it is lot easy to make the design in bulk, as your brain automates the same amount of pressure that you would apply with each cookie you make. So much time saver. You can easily do so much quickly, By the way, did you also know that you can easily charge from 7 to 15 US dollars or 500 to 800 rupees for a single cookie that you make? So I'm not talking about the bulk or anything. Each individual cookie can be sold at such a high price. It is so much profitable. Yes, these are that much profitable as the amount of skill and labor is intense. Consider watching this cake pricing guide video for more clear picture on pricing of the cookies. As mentioned earlier, I could not share the tutorial for piping the peacocks as I was totally blocking the camera view, so sharing it as such. Look at the gold borders here. That is the reason why I mentioned it is okay if colors smudge while flooding the cookies, because we will be creating the border once again. So the piping here also looks so pretty. So continuing with the recipe here, the one thing that I felt was if the base was chocolate or darker shade, I thought the peacock would have looked even better. Let me know what you think. Allow the piping to dry too, and once it dries, simply store in an airtight container for 7 days. Since all the designs are dried, you can easily stack them too. However, the one that we made with gold luster dust, when we stack it on top of each other, I felt that the color is smudging a lot. So in that case, you can consider cling wrapping each cookie individually. The procedure again has been shared in an Instagram Reels. So I will leave all the links down below for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video on mehndi cookies. Oh, not only mehndi, you can also make rangoli cookies. So instead of mehndi designs on top, make rangoli designs, and tada, your Diwali biscuits or cookie for Diwali gifting is ready. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I have an entire playlist on Diwali baking series which I will link in the description box, so find all the relevant links mentioned in this video down there. And that's it for this one. I'll see you soon in another recipe. Till then, this is Sushma signing off. Take care. Bye bye.